Yes, so that was in the packet as item number 8. I had a resident come to me, and she said that she had gotten an email from a entity, Idaho Department of Health and Welfare, Division of Welfare, Low Income Home Water Assistance Program. And so they said that they would take care of her water bill. All she needs to do is apply. So she called them, and they said, well, Bayview Water and Sewer District isn't one of our official vendors. So they're going to need to contact us, sign up, and become a vendor so that we can get them in our system. They fill out the appropriate paperwork, and we can issue payment to them. So I contacted them, and I said, hey, how do I become a vendor? And it looks really easy. It doesn't cost the district any money. They sent me the appropriate paperwork, and it looks like all we really do is fill in some of our information that you'll see on page 4 of the item 8 attachment. So vendor company name, our EIN, contact for payments, how we accept them, and then sign it, and low-income residents in our community can get some assistance.
So what you're saying is she doesn't live on North Shore along the lake?
Right.
Just want to make sure.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I got a couple things. I want Caitlin to look at this before we do it. That'll be real quick. But I have some questions, Jesse, and some of it is just, can we really do a bunch of this stuff they're telling us they want to do? One thing is just a concern, which is that under vendor responsibilities on page 2, the first one, and I know this always happens when you start dealing with the government, is that we are going to have to comply to all federal, state, local laws, to include the supplemental terms and conditions as set forth by Administration for Children and Families, ACF. I'm sure, and that's one reason I want Caitlin to look at this. What does that mean?
Well, me and Colleen, just sign it and we'll figure out the 440 pages say afterwards.
Yeah. I don't like that.
We gotta pass it before we can know what's in it.
And then some of this stuff, I'm not sure I really understand what they're going to do. I know they maintain an adequate accounting system which identifies what their payment was applied to the participant's account.
Yeah.
And we can do that. We can show it came from them. I thought we probably could. Also, this
sort of too, huh?
Yes.
it is, that's a strict thing. If we bill for both on one bill, yes, they'll do it. If we bill separately, they'll only do one.
And that was part of the frequently asked questions section.
But we do bill on one bill.
Yes.
Which is good, but I thought, how strange.
Yes, number 7 for frequently asked questions. If drinking water and wastewater are billed together, the customer would receive one payment. If services are billed separately, the customer could receive one payment to each vendor. So it sounds like this is for, it's federal money to help low-income family pay for home drinking water and wastewater services.
Okay. So, Jesse, when you read this, on number 6, they will pay up to $1,500
correct
per household.
But they'll only do it one time.
One time.
Yeah, and they will pay for late fees as well.
So how this really is going to come about is if it's a delinquent account. I mean, I'm sure people are not just going to ask to pay 1 month that they're delinquent. It's probably going to be when we get up to where we're noticing them and it's several months.
Yeah, like she came to me at the end of last month and was going to make her payment, and she says, hey, but I'm going for this thing, you know, I'm going to go delinquent for this month to see if I can get,
You know where I'm going with this. So if we start doing this, then they're going to figure out, well, I really shouldn't pay for 6 months because they're only going to pay one time. So I'm just not going to pay my water bill for the next 6-7 months, and then I'm going to run over there and we'll get it all at once.
And I know, actually know it. Month 12, it'll be certified to the county.
But then we shut off water. Then we do shut off water. I mean, that doesn't mean that we don't still follow all our delinquent policy.
I mean.
It doesn't matter. It's just paying for the
is
users.
responsible.
Huh?
Landlord is responsible.
Yeah.
So it probably wouldn't apply, because it goes to the low-income person, so if it's the landlord, they're not gonna be the low-income person. So the renter, I don't.
It's
What I
it's
read
for
here
who's
wouldn't
applying
work.
to this program. So the program governs the rules
You
on
just
that.
you just put it in the rent, honey.
It's always a good idea. Get off the door.
So I guess, it's one of those things like we talk about, we like to be good neighbors, if we can help people. I just want Caitlin to look at this. I
Yeah.
wanna know what we're signing up here for, and then if you don't see any problems with all the stuff that you may have to do, I would say we should. Sophia Lynn?
If Caitlin doesn't see any red flags, yeah, by all means.
Yeah, but you don't bill them once a month, you wait till they get up to delinquent before
Yeah.
They
they
probably
pay?
get a turn-off notice.
I know that she has every intention of, the second I notify her of what the board is doing here, she's going for a payment immediately. She has no intention of waiting more months to get more delinquent or things like that.
But does the government pay her once a month?
No.
No, they pay directly to us.
Okay.
So she goes, she applies for the program, they contact us, they say, hey, give us a balance on the account, I submit what they owe, and they send payment to us in her name.
And that would be upon request each time, or does it put them on a program where then?
They're only allowed to request once,
Oh.
Oh,
up to $1,500, but they can only request once.
oh,
So that's what if she catches on,
oh.
and maybe she'll just, I don't know,
Oh.
we'll just see. I
Oh, yeah,
guess my gut
yeah,
feeling
they'd be
is
shut off
most of them,
before the $1,500
it'll go till we get it shut off.
They know, although they know the system too.
Yeah,
They work the system.
they learn, okay, item number 9, proceed with rate adjustments to sewer
so-
account.
I'm sorry, did we have a decision on that or any type of motion? Did we want to do, to
For the
accept?
LIHWAP?
Yeah, to allow Colleen to sign after approval from the attorney, or do we want to just direct me to contact the attorney and revisit on a later agenda?
I think we'd have to revisit it after Caitlin.
You know that it's pretty much approved legally.
Well, that's
True.
not what I'm getting at, is there are things in here that we're required to do. I mean, it's still legal, but do we wanna do it? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know that
What's
we
it
have a
really-
choice.
Well, if we aren't comfortable, or Caitlin says,
Oh, yeah.
well,
Yeah,
then
yeah,
we
well-
can say, no, we're not gonna participate.
Yeah, we don't have to be a vendor.
And just in case there was something where by signing here that we're stating that we're guaranteeing, that certain whatever system, blah, 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 is gonna be 100% forever and always. I mean, heaven forbid that if we're signing on to something of that nature. but-
Okay, so why don't you make a motion then that we go ahead and, instruct Jessie to contact her, review the items that we questioned,
All right.
get her review,
So,
and
I
then
would-
bring it back.
I would make a motion, yes, that we have Jesse contact Caitlin to discuss our liabilities and compliance with things that are written down by this LIHWAP agreement, that we would not be
Well, then,
crossing ourselves in a negative way.
agree. I'll second that.
Call for the vote.
Aye. Now,
Probably have it at the regular meeting.
I mean, and do we have a choice if we want to belong or not?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
If Caitlin says, you guys are signing yourselves on for this, this, and this, then she'll let us know, and then you guys can be
And
like,
as
no,
a
we're
Idaho
not gonna sign
district,
that.
the code does not allow you to do that. And that's where it
Yeah.
comes in.
Well, yes, just thinking of Section 8. I mean, people that, I have relatives and stuff of people that have had buildings and they said, you know what, I'm gonna go in and have them come in and I wanna get Section 8 approved, and then find out that, oh my goodness, I gotta spend a lot of money to become approved by Section 8.
Yeah.
So they never did.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll see where we come out with Caitlin.